understand.
What do you mean?
What's wrong with us?
Glad you asked. I have a list.
You have a list?
Yes, my list.
You have a list of what's wrong with you.
I do? What's Wrong with Me by Hope Von Tress. Number 1, I'm too tall. Number 2, my eyebrows are too thin.
All I meant...
And number 3, if my feet were a size larger, I could fit into some awesome women's shoes, but I can't, they're too small. Number 4, I shouldn't sleep on my stomach, but I do.
I really didn't mean...
Number 5, I crave sugar. Lots and lots and lots and lots of sugar. And number 6, even though squirrels are cute, they remind me of a...
I think you misunderstood me.
I have about 400 more.
I'm sure you do, but what I meant when I said, what's wrong with us, it was a rhetorical question.
Oh, rhetorical question.
Yes, a rhetorical question, meaning that you don't have to answer the question. Not literal. Like, what's wrong with us?
You lost me. Do you have a list?
No, I don't. It's just, look at us. We're in New York City, sitting at a pizza restaurant studying lines for a play.
Exactly. Is that wrong?
No, it's just, life is short and we should be spending every waking hour learning and gaining wisdom and knowledge.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Really?
Guys, you will never believe who I just ran into in the hallway.
Who?
Eddie Van Haley!
The rock guitarist?
No!
The gymnast?
No, guys, come on. Eddie Van Haley, the world famous evangelist?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, me either.
Faith, I would expect that from Hope, but from you? You're a student of the Word.
I study the word, I don't study who's famous.
Touche. Anyway, Eddie Van Haley is a world famous evangelist. The man has memorized 30 books of the Bible. 30!
That's impressive.
Yeah, he can stand up in front of thousands of people and recite word for word God's word.
Wow, that's like memorizing lines.
Exactly.
So?
So, don't you think we should be doing the exact same thing?
Memorizing books from the Bible?
Do we have to wear a suit? Because I don't have one.
What?
Don't evangelists wear suits?
I don't think he's suggesting that we become a world famous evangelist.
Good, because I don't have a tie either.
Okay, look, Eric, I'm just trying to focus on memorizing my lines for the one-act play.
Have you memorized your lines?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Class is in 10 minutes, so can we please continue this Eddie Van Gogh conversation later?
It's Eddie Van Haley, not Eddie Van Gogh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Van Gogh's the painter who chopped off the ear or something.
Yeah.
I still think it might be the rock guitarist you're talking about.
He is an evangelist, not a guitarist, not a gymnast, and he most certainly has both ears!
Okay, class, in today's exercise, we want to be in tune with our body. A soft, gentle wind comes blowing through the... No, I said soft, not a tornado. Good. Better. A soft, gentle wind comes rolling across the bay. Is there a problem, Zoe?
Yeah, I was just wondering what kind of tree we are.
That's a good question. What kind of tree are you?
But I'm asking you, because I don't know.
But you're an actress.
I thought it was a tree.
You're an actress who's playing a tree. And what kind of tree are you?
But I asked you first.
But as an actress, you should already know what kind of tree you are.
Tell him what kind of tree you are, Zoe. Our limbs are getting tired, Zoe.
So what kind of tree are you, Miss Clark?
A confused tree?
No.
I don't know. How am I supposed to know? I'm a tree. Trees don't know anything.
Ooh, I know. Now she's a weeping willow.
Mr. Shakespeare, kind of losing the feeling in our arms up here.
Yeah. Arms down, class. Everyone take a seat on stage.
I think I tweaked my back a little bit during that summer wind.
Maybe you should call a tree surgeon.
All right, y'all, focus. Who has their lines memorized for the 1X?
There was this crazy guy on the subway, and he stole my script, so I couldn't memorize it.
I had a violin and cello lesson last night, and I had to wake up super early to have breakfast with the president of Rwanda.
The president of Rwanda? Who are you?
My daddy has connections with the United Nations.
All right, class, we're way off track here. Why are we here?
To learn and gain wisdom about our gifts.
Great answer, Faith.
I'm here to learn how to be a famous actor. Famous? That's not what it's about. It is for me. I want to learn how to be famous so that people will love and adore me.
Love and adore you. You know, fame isn't always what it's cracked up to be. Right, Lacey Dawn?
No, fame is very self-serving. After a while, you feel like everyone's always watching you, and that, in a way, they owe you. Does that make sense?
It's a very wise answer, Lacey Dawn. All right, break up. Let's work on our 1X.
I just flew in from acting class, and boy, are my arms tired.
That was a dumb acting exercise.
Not if you're gonna play a tree someday.
I was talking tree once in The Wizard of Oz, 3rd grade, and not gonna lie, I was pretty good.
Lacey, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Well, it's just like you said. I'm trying to gain a little more wisdom and understanding about why I do what I do.
But it doesn't make sense. You're already a very famous performer.
So?
Well, you have fame, money, and adoring fans. What more do you need?
Okay, don't laugh. I've been traveling all over the world ever since I was 11. I've been in concerts for the past 3 years, and I feel like I've been everywhere.
Have you been to Switzerland?
Yes,
Whoa. Have you been to India?
twice.
That's awesome.
Have you been to Iowa?
I can't say I've been to Iowa.
My grandparents live there. A lot of corn. And tractors. Corn and tractors.
That's a fascinating story, Hope.
Just saying, you haven't been everywhere until you've been to Iowa.
Okay, as you were saying.
Well, one day I realized that I've just been running on raw talent, and I wondered what it would actually be like to study my craft, to be a real student of the performing arts, not just a performer.
A star performer.
So one day you just decided to come here?
Funny thing, I was at a hotel in South Korea while I was on tour, and there was a Bible in the nightstand.
A Bible?
Yeah, so I picked it up, I opened to Proverbs, read a little bit, and it changed my entire life.
Wow. How?
Well, I prayed that God would give me an understanding of His Word, and He did.
I had no idea you had a relationship with the Lord. Hey, maybe you guys could come over and we could rehearse and have a Bible study? I mean, if you want.
I'd love to, but my mom's having some friends over for dinner, so I can't.
And my dad's flying in town tonight, and we're going out to eat. Sorry.
Well, I can come.
Really? You would come? You would come to where I live?
You invited me, right?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Lacey, quick question for you. While you were out traveling the world, did you happen to cross paths with this guy named Eddie Van Haley?
The guitarist?
No.
The gymnast?
No.
The artist who cut off his ear?
That's Van Gogh.
Eddie Van Haley is world famous. World famous?
Maybe he's only famous in your world.
This is going to be so fun. Let's go. I can't believe I'm in New York City drinking hot green tea and studying the Bible with Lacey Dawn Donman.
Well, thanks for having me over.
You know, when I started this morning, I was wondering if what I'm doing in my life is right.
What are you doing?
I believe God has called me into Media Missionary. It's a performing arts ministry where I get to use my acting, singing, and performing talents to serve Him.
Well, that sounds awesome.
But what I want more than all of that is just to seek God's wisdom in my life.
Well, in Proverbs, Solomon tells us that wisdom is found on the lips of those who have an understanding of God's word.
So you believe we should study His word more?
Well, God's word is like spiritual food. What would happen if we stopped eating?
I would starve.
See, it's important for us to eat God's word every day so that we can gain spiritual strength and wisdom. It's that simple. I would start with Proverbs first. Commit Proverbs to memory.
Like Eddie Van Haley.
Eric's world-famous evangelist?
Yeah. Lacey, thank you so much for coming over to study lines and to study the Bible with me.
Well, it's been fun.
And they thank you too.
Do they ever say anything?
Not when you're around, apparently.
Yeah, it's kind of starting to creep me out.
I understand.